You're listening to PB&K with your hosts, Peter and Katie, only on LA Talk Radio.
My sonic state of mind, I can feel a rush, man, my heart. Let the music fill my heart, my state of mind. I can feel the flood, feel paralyzed. I'm drunk on you. I'm drunk on you. I'm drunk on you. I'm drunk on you.
Welcome to PB&K. I'm your host, Peter Madrigal, along with the fabulous Katie O'Malley. How you doing, Catherine? How's your day going?
I'm good. How are you, Peter?
Oh my goodness, it's been we had some technical difficulties over here at the studio, but I think everything's been sorted out so far.
Yeah, we're all good now.
Oh, thank God.
We got our first episode going.
This is our first episode, everybody.
Yeah.
I decided to, a lot of people were like asking me, oh, you want to do a podcast with me? I was like, maybe, but I don't really know you. Mm-hmm. So you know the story.
I do.
Yeah, so they want to do a podcast with me, and I was like, no, I want to do it with someone that I know pretty well, and that I get along with. And that's why I decided to join forces with Katie O'Malley.
That's right. That's me. We get along most of the time.
So this show is going to be basically about Los Angeles and living in Los Angeles and working in Los Angeles and putting up with Los Angeles and how Los Angeles is the greatest city in the world.
Yeah.
I will say that.
City of Angels.
I personally love this city. I have been here for 12 years now.
Really?
Wait, no, that's 05. I moved here from Texas in 2005.
Okay.
So I've been here for 12 years.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've noticed is that with Los Angeles, a lot of people that come here, they're like looking for the dream, and like a lot of them don't like it here. And my whole thing is like, I love this city. I was talking to my brother on the phone today, actually, and I told him Los Angeles is the greatest city on the planet. And he said, well, that's debatable. I was all like, well, if you're talking to someone like me, it's the greatest city. You can say you can say New York, you can say Dallas or Rome. I've never been to Rome, but you could say any of those other cities. And the fact of the matter is that I think that this is the greatest city because I'm a Los Angelino. So you can be a Dallasonian or whatever they call themselves over there. Mm-hmm. You can be a New Yorker, and you can think that that's the greatest city. But me personally, this is my city. What do you say?
Yeah. No, I agree. It's a very unique city.
It's a very different city.
It's very different. The people are, it's kind of like, I like how it's a melting pot. You get people from everywhere, but I think that just shows how great it is because everybody wants to be here, it seems. You meet, especially where we work, you meet people from all over, like Australia, like England, North Carolina, Texas, anywhere.
And where do we work again?
You wouldn't
Katie?
know it. I don't think you'd know it. It's a restaurant.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know where I work.
I don't think they would know what I mean. No, I'm sorry. I don't think they would know where we work. No, we work at Sur.
Sur.
Yes, we work at Sur.
What does Sur stand
Sur
for?
Restaurant. Well, originally it was Sur for South because our boss is Argentinian, and so we came from the South. And then, do you want me? Okay, but now we film a show.
Get into it, baby.
Rules. It's called Sexy Unique Restaurant. Now is the acronym.
Now it's an acronym.
Yeah, which you're on, I hear.
Here and there and everywhere.
Here and there. So I started working there 3 years ago, and you and Jax Taylor were the first people I met at Sur, right? And I didn't know about the show, really. I had heard of it, but I hadn't seen it. And I at first didn't really know much about you, but now I know quite a lot about you.
What does that mean? What?
Well, I just know, I know how you operate.
Well,
you're
you've been
manager.
there for. You've been there. Oh yeah, that's true. You've been there for how many years? 3 years
3.
now. I've known you for 3 years.
You've known me for 3 years.
Yeah, Katie. What? Should I finish that sentence?
No, I don't know.
Katie the confused over here.
Oh, yeah.
That was my nickname for her because she always looked so confused.
And I'm not. I think I just have a lot.
You have that look. You have that inquisitive look.
Intuitive. Yeah, inquisitive.
You're
intuitive,
some people might think that, it's like, because I hear you have a photographic memory, right?
I do.
Okay, so you can like, she can listen to someone's order and just like, knock it, like just like
You do that
put
too,
it in
though.
Yeah, I do that too. But
Right.
that runs in my family. Like, so I never had to really study in college.
Oh, so you're just too smart.
It's just like my brother. Well, no, I just memorized everything and regurgitated it on the tests. That's pretty much it. Regurgitated it.
On the test.
Regurgitated it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then we kind of just got close. We get each other, and
Yeah,
you annoy me, which is why I call you Peter the Pain.
There you go.
But I think that. Yeah, I mean, I think that
Me and my mug fetishes is
oh God.
is why I'm a pain.
Yeah. What does this say?
This one says
It's good.
It's good to be the king.
So you're modest as well.
Yeah.
No.
No, but I'm a big I'm a big collector of different mugs. So I have different mugs.
I do know that.
I don't
Yeah.
know why I do. I just like mugs. And
Yeah.
I have this really, really just kind of pathetic habit of drinking wine out of mugs. I don't know where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, okay, I'll tell you where it came from. All right. So I always used to have like wine glasses, and I used to like collect wine. Like I always had wine glasses because I'm a sophisticant. And and then what ended up happening was I didn't know how to wash the wine glasses, and they all broke in my dishwasher. So then what ended up happening was all like, well, what's foolproof? And of course I noticed that I had all sorts of mugs. So I just started drinking wine out of the mugs.
Yeah.
That happens. I mean, like that's what, I don't actually drink. I drink coffee out of, Starbucks cups, and I drink wine out of mugs.
You don't drink coffee out of mugs?
No.
At all? Really?
No, unless
I
I'm
have
at
to have
Sewer.
a mug to drink coffee.
Really?
Unless you're at Sewer, yeah.
Unless I'm at Sewer, I always like buy my coffee. Because like here's my whole thing is I don't have a coffee machine at home, and I'm a big coffee lover. And the reason why is because if I get up in the morning and I just make coffee at home,
Yeah.
I'll never leave the house. So I'm like,
Really?
So I'm like,
I
just to
need
get
that
out of
to
the
leave
house,
the
I'm
house.
like, no, I need to go somewhere specifically to get coffee in
I
order to leave
see.
the house.
But the lines are so long. Like I got a Keurig, and it just changed my life. Like that's what I look forward to when I wake up in the morning. Is like making my coffee, and then I can go.
Well, I understand that, but like I live with my brother, and he's a coffee addict.
Okay,
So
yeah,
if
yeah.
we were to have a Keurig,
Yeah.
he would never go to sleep.
I see.
And that's a fact.
You can make hot chocolate with it too. That's what I do at night when I have to go to sleep. Or I drink coffee.
I drink
coffee
wine.
doesn't affect me. Like I can drink coffee like right before bed, and I will go to bed.
Oh, I'll never go to sleep.
At Sir, I always make like an espresso, pretty much, and then we have wine and stuff. But it's like I'll just
Yeah,
go
but
right
the
to
wine
sleep.
counteracts it.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Good to know.
Anyway, so
But,
we have a great show today. We're not
Yeah.
going to be giving you dead silence. I'm sorry if we rattled on a little bit about our personal lives. We're not going to give you dead silence.
It's intro. It's
Yeah, it's intro, but I'm not going to be giving you like I'm not going to be doing like an Alec Baldwin. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, you told me about him that he like.
Yeah, no, he did a radio show a few years back. I'm going to say about 10 years ago when he was going through all that controversy.
Yeah.
And so he
The pig controversy?
Huh?
That one? When he called his daughter a pig?
Yeah, that controversy.
Oh, okay,
that
yeah,
whole
yeah,
controversy.
yeah,
When he was
yeah.
yelling on the phone.
Oh, right.
So he went through this controversy, and at the same time, he was trying to do I think it was during that time. I think it was around 10 years ago. And he was trying to do a radio show, and he was the only one on air. And he kept on looking around at paperwork and just kind of like shuffling through papers. He's like, that's interesting. That's interesting.
I get it now, because that's why when I said we were like talking, and we've been like talking about the show and planning it and stuff like that, then like whatever I would, sometimes at the beginning I'd sit down and whatever I would say, you just go, that's interesting, and then like look down.
That's
and I didn't know
interesting.
what the heck.
Do we have
you
any
were
calls? No, we don't have
talking
any
about.
calls.
That's interesting.
That's interesting. And you can look this up. It's like on
I
YouTube or
believe you.
something. he's literally like shuffling papers. Do we have any calls? No, we don't. Okay, that's interesting.
Right.
It's like, hello, you have to have a little bit of a lively personality to do this. You know?
Yeah.
I am not saying that he's not a lively person, but maybe I am.
Maybe you are.
Maybe I am. Anyway.
I don't know. Or something needs to happen. Like, for example, like I just found out like right before we walked in the studio that like my car's been totaled, right? And I don't have a car because I was hit on my way home from Sir. I had to drink wine that night though. I didn't drink any wine.
The question on everyone's mind now is, how did you get to work?
I
Wait, no.
drove to work. What do you mean?
In
I drove
what?
home in my car. Oh, do you mean from that point on?
Okay, so you were at work,
Right.
And you got totaled, and then how
I-
did you get home? Did you drive your car that was totaled home?
Good question. I did, because they asked, is it drivable? And I said, yes, it is. The bumper was off and it was smushed in. Like, it actually is partly your fault, I'm going to say. It is partly your fault. My co-host, who I love and adore, because I was going to Odyssey Video, like right on the corner. No. You don't even know what I'm going to say.
Wait. No. Time out. Okay, hold on.
What?
Hang on. You were going to a what now?
Odyssey Video.
A video store.
Yeah, 'cause you
in
told me-
2017.
Well, yeah, because you told me to watch Game of Thrones.
There's
and
this really cool thing. I don't think you've ever heard of it. It's
What?
called instant streaming.
No, I've never heard of that.
Okay, obviously, because you were going to Odyssey Video.
Okay,
is
it's
this like a Blockbuster that was like revamped or something?
You know what it says? If you look it up on the internet, it'll say the last of its kind. Which it is.
I believe that.
And I have to go disc by disc because I have to go. There's so much Game of Thrones to watch. I have to go. There's 5 discs to 1 season. I need to buy disc by disc. There's 2 episodes per disc. And so I'm on season 2.
Okay, hold on. Let's back up at this. Let's back up a
I'm
little
saying
bit.
it's your fault. If you didn't tell me about it, then I wouldn't have.
Wait. How's
Watch
this my
Game of
fault?
Thrones.
Oh, it's watch Game of Thrones. So it's my fault that
Yeah.
you're watching Game of Thrones. Well, you know
It's
what?
my fault I'm going to a video store
Hold
to
on,
watch
hold
it.
on. Shame on you for not starting earlier. Number 2, shame on you for also going to an Odyssey Video.
Well, I didn't make it. I got hit. That's my whole point of my story. I got hit by a car. Now I don't have a car.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to back up on a few of these points here,
Okay.
but let's take it point by point. Okay, so you went to a video store
Yeah.
to rent something
Yeah.
that you can instantly stream if you just ask me for my HBO account.
Yeah, but I moved and I don't have Wi-Fi yet, and it's not set up yet, so that's why I can't
Oh,
do it. See, and so that's
okay.
why I can't.
So that's the crux of the story.
So, but I really wanted to watch it because you're like, oh, it's so great, and you're showing me videos of
So-
like Game of Thrones, and so I wanted to watch it. So I went to do it, and I got hooked. So I needed to go start season 2, and I was trying to get there, but this guy hit me, and he didn't want me to watch Game of Thrones. So
Okay, so he hit you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah,
And I'm still confused as to how you got home.
so the car was drivable. It looked badly, and I didn't think it was going to be totaled.
And
but
where
I-
did he hit you? Like, were you backing up?
No. I was at a stoplight, and he was lighting a cigarette, so he hit me full on. Like, he just didn't stop. He just
Oh,
kept
so he
going,
just-
plowed into me. Yeah.
So he took
You
your
know.
trunk off.
Yeah. Well, I
He
mean,
hit you from behind.
he took my.
Hit you from behind.
He hit me from behind. Yeah, I took my bumper.
Hit that
but-
shit from behind.
Yeah. Peter's now a rapper. But that's But anyways, so it's like stuff like that. You know, I mean, I guess that happens anywhere, but I guess people only smoke in LA while they're driving.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
That's interesting.
So wait, okay, I
Do you
have
have
a
any
question.
callers yet? That's interesting.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I've been wanting to ask you, like, because I started 3 years ago at Sir. You started 12 years ago at Sir. And
No,
like,
I started 9 years ago. I moved here 12 years ago.
Oh, you moved here 9 years ago. Oh, or you moved
But
here 12
la,
years ago,
reverse
but
it.
you started 9 years ago.
Reverse
So
it.
now that you're on the show, right,
Mm-hmm.
on the Vanderpump Rules show, and you've been on it since season 1, you were at Sir before that, though. Is that correct?
I've been on it since the inception, and yes, I was there before.
How has it changed, would you say?
How has what changed?
Sir.
My life?
Listen, well, no, let's start with, that's very broad. Let's start with Sir. How has Sir changed as you noticed? Because I can tell you what I notice when I come to work, like how, my perspective, but I'm curious, and I'm sure a lot of other people are, like, we only know Sir since the show. You've known it before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think the clientele has expanded.
Okay.
That's the one thing that happened was that it's a much broader spectrum at this point, and the clientele definitely expanded. So you get, whereas before it was just mostly locals and Los Angelinos coming in.
Yeah.
And now we have people from Canada, Australia, different parts of the United States, of course,
Right.
that just come in because they know the show,
Right.
and so that's one major way that it's changed.
Okay.
Like because the business expands based
Okay.
on like just the demographics. That was the main change.
Because I know it expanded, like, physically as well. I mean, we grew, right?
Oh yeah, no,
The
I mean, like,
restaurant
well, the
grew.
restaurant was just the restaurant.
Right.
If you watch the show, like, there's 2 parts. There's a lounge and then there's a restaurant. And the restaurant was where I was working in '08 when I first got hired there. Guillermo Zapata hired me, and I was working. It was just the restaurant.
Okay.
The lounge did not exist. The lounge did not go opened until 2010. I remember working lunches and helping to like lift like some of the front pieces. Like there's a doorway in the front with the wooden doors.
Yeah.
So I was helping lift that up into its proper position.
Wow.
During one lunch. I remember that. It was like they were like all men on deck with the muscles.
That's right. So, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure. I mean, because like I walk into it, and it's like already been successful for so long and grown so much. And like I said, I didn't know about it before when I started. And I actually almost like, I gave who was it? Oh, Schwartz a hard time because he came in with it was with you, but you were getting a drink, I think, and then like Jax, everybody was coming in for dinner, and it was my first night hosting, and I didn't know you guys, and he came in and was like, oh yeah, table, and we were booked, and I was just like, oh no, I don't think so, and he was like so confused, and it's because
because he probably was all like who does she know this? Who does she not know who I am?
Yeah, and then Peter's behind me, he's like, who is this? And that's how we met. That's how we met.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but everybody comes around just to like see you guys and just to like.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I mean, you take like if you look at my Instagram page of people that tag me,
Yeah.
You see like I take pictures with a lot of people. I enjoy it. I love talking to people.
Yeah.
I love interacting with everybody. I love just being there on a Saturday night and spoiler alert, I'm there all the time.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I really am.
You are. Yeah. And it's interesting because then it's like the more you are there, the more interesting it is to check like Yelp or something, just because people know you, and as you know,
I see that is the one downside of this whole thing of me working there. That is the one downside is that
Yelp exists.
Yelp exists. So, well, I mean, like I'm not going to say that like there's bad reviews or whatever, but
there are though.
Yeah,
and
I know there are.
They're unfair.
No, I think there are. I think they're unfair too. It's like if someone doesn't get a picture with me, or have. See, here's my whole thing. Mm-hmm. A little bit of patience goes a long way.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of patience goes a long way.
That's
and
a good point.
What do I mean by that? If I'm working and I'm like managing the restaurant and I have a lot of duties there,
taking tables.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not just taking tables, but just like. Just everything in general. Like people will get mad if I can't like attend to them right away.
Yeah.
It's like a very, very self-glorified, self-gratified. It's like you guys just have a little patience. I'll get around to you. I've literally chased people out the door to get pictures with them because they like, oh, he doesn't have time for me, so I'm just going to leave. And it's like, no, stop. If doesn't mean that I can't take a picture with you now, but in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
When I get freed up.
Yeah.
My favorite one is when like I'm taking pictures and talking with one group of people, and then there's another group waiting there and just like,
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
And and it's weird how like it's if they see you on TV, it's interesting. I watch. They think they can like touch you, like it's okay.
I don't
like
mind
people
that.
don't really.
Well, I mean, like unless
grab me though.
Unless they stab me. I had one bad Yelp review.
Someone stabbed you.
And someone like, like poked their fingernail into my back like really deep, and I was like, whoa, you cannot do that,
And they reviewed about it? What do you mean?
I think because I was all like mad that they poked me with their fingernail like really deep,
So it's all like taken out of context pretty much.
Yeah,
like I know I worry about that kind of stuff too. If like something happens with a table or whatever, and like you think they're gonna go and
I mean, I don't think
it.
I've had any recently, but then again, like you never know, like
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, that's true. It's like you don't know when they're gonna pop up. I just know the ones that like I've seen and stuff. I'm just like, it's just totally taken out of context, and it's not.
Yeah,
true.
It really is.
It's not true because you're very gracious with everybody. Like I work with you a lot, and I can vouch for it. That.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's like when you have such a public. I get hit up on Twitter sometimes, and it's like, ooh, you were an ass, and I'm like, okay,
right,
like. You could have stayed around like 2 more minutes and you would have found out that I'm not, and you would have loved it, and we would have probably gotten a drink together later. I'm
Are
kidding.
you talking about just the females in
yeah.
this sense?
Yes.
Which brings me to question number 2.
What's question number 2?
Do you think that, because, okay, let's say we're in LA, right? There's a bunch of, very good looking people. You either have, whatever, they come from another place who, there's good looking people everywhere. But they either have the money to get work done or they're just naturally gorgeous here to try to make it, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
It would seem that the people who have some form of celebrity or some form of success that everybody's looking at, like let's say you're on a television show, let's say you're a producer, let's say you're a director, whatever, someone knows your name more than a few people know your name. It would seem to me that could be taken advantage of in a sense, like by the people who have the name, right? What I'm asking is, do you think you use your name, your persona, the fact you're there at CERN, everybody's asking you, oh my gosh, like tables ask me all the time, like bachelorette parties, where's Peter? Can Peter deliver the cake? Can Peter deliver this? Can Peter do this? Do you think you or anyone from Vanderpump Rules, let's say like Jax or anyone?
Well, Jax is in a relationship, so, and then Tom's in a relationship.
Okay.
I'm the only single one on the show.
Would you say you take advantage of that?
I plead the fifth.
It's a radio show.
To an extent, I do. Yeah. I
Really?
I don't know. Like.
That's why I'm asking, because I really am curious. Because from what I see is like, I see you meeting people in person and then maybe pursuing it if you're interested and stuff like that. But I feel like it'd be so easy to reach out to anyone who reaches out to you. You can be like, oh, boom. Whatever.
Yeah, that's different. If someone reaches out to me, that they're interested in me. So
But I'm sure you get a lot of messages. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get a fair amount.
So you do not take advantage of it then?
Not really. No.
Do you see the messages for all the women listening?
I do.
Okay.
I do see all the ladies. I see all the messages.
All right. Do you think that's true? What I'm saying though, do you think the majority of people with celebrity or something take advantage of it?
Maybe to an extent, I would say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being here.
Oh yeah, no. But then again, what's wrong with that? Like, it's like, why else do certain things?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Like, if you want to do that, then do that. It's a free country. Do whatever you want. Just don't do anything wrong. If both sides are willing, then let live.
Then why not?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
How about you and dating? How's everything going with you and dating?
Everything's going good with dating.
Everything's going good with dating.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I just started seeing someone. I wasn't seeing anybody for a long time, but I'm in a relationship.
Is it serious?
Yeah, it is.
To an extent?
To an extent. And I'm one who have always said I'll never get married, I'll never have kids, I'll never do anything like that, I'll never be serious, really. I didn't always say that. I think stuff happened and I started saying that. But, just like from life. Now, I don't know. It's like kind of like, now it's like a maybe.
You're in the flux.
I'm in the flux.
You're in the flux.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, maybe it could happen, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, no, and I think that's a good position to be in. You don't want to like jump into anything right away,
Yeah, you be cautious, that's for sure. I think especially like going again to where we live, I think that monogamy isn't huge. Trust is very hard, and I think it seems like everybody always kind of wants something from you. For a while, that's what it seemed like,
What, from you?
That's why it was my perspective of like someone always wanted something
from you.
Yeah, from me. I'm sure. I'm sure you can relate to that.
I relate to that a little bit. I mean, sometimes you think that like people are like, look, I just got out of a business relationship that wasn't too keen on.
Okay,
I mean, it's not
that's the same thing. That's emotional.
It's emotional. It's not like I got out of it, but it's I'm still. We'll see what happens. I'm going slow about it, but the thing is that it can be pretty much in the same. It's pretty much the same as a relationship.
Kind of shakes your trust.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
My trust has been shaken to an extent with certain parties, and with other parties, it's gone.
Right.
people that you've known for years, and you think you know them, and then all of a sudden, gone. Because they just, certain people just take advantage of certain things. I'm not going to name names or whatever, but it's like, just...
No. But I think, and that happened here, right? That happened here recently. So, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems that this place is a great city, but it seems to attract a lot of that. And I think that's why it's important to really know
my whole thing is
you
greed.
can trust.
My whole thing is greed. I don't understand why people have to be so greedy. Like, if you and I were doing project together,
yeah,
and you could make $500,000 off of it, and I could make $500,000, but I could screw you over and make all of it. $1 million? Would I do it? No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's my whole attitude. I don't do that. I can't.
Because you have a conscience.
Yeah, that's true. I have Jiminy Cricket over here.
Yeah, I see him. I see him all the time. Yeah, no, I think that's... And I wonder why that is. I wonder why... Maybe it's because the competition is so high here. Or, everybody's trying to be somebody here. Everybody's trying to prove something to someone or to themselves.
I think so. I think that because of the... I think that people want to really show that, I'm part of something or I can do something, and then they end up going the wrong direction and then fucking other people over.
Yeah.
Excuse the language. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that I used that.
Oh man.
I know exactly. But your relationship's going well.
Yeah, my relationship is going really well. I think it's a rare relationship for sure. And
what makes you say that?
Because I trust him. And I think
he's a trustworthy person?
Yeah, he's a trustworthy person, and I think that is rare here, honestly.
That's interesting.
Okay. Like if you're in North Carolina or something like that, right? Like it seems that like people, or anywhere, like it does, I'm not like trying to, like just pin down one state or anything like that, but it just seems like mainly in the South, and he's from the South.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but he lives here. It's just like there's some kind of respect. There's a respect and there's morals. And I know you have morals, I have morals, but like for the majority, a lot of our close friends have morals, but for the majority of it, or like someone like that you're talking about now, there's morals lacking there.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Or
I would say that. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't do what they were doing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Anyway, but I don't want to get off on a tangent about me and business and relationships because we'll do that later.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe we'll talk about...
Maybe.
Because, I met someone just recently, too, and it's going pretty well, actually.
You trust her?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay. So it's very new. It's fresh.
It's very new. It's actually like, we're supposed to go on a third date here pretty soon, maybe tomorrow, something like that. I don't know. We'll see where it goes, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. And... what do you look when you're dating? What do you look for?
Well, the first thing I'd look for is looks. That's the first thing I look for.
At least you're honest.
I am honest.
No, I do too,
come
actually.
on. Yeah, do you really want to date someone who doesn't take care of themselves? Like, I don't brush my teeth every day. Maybe I'll brush it tomorrow.
I think it goes beyond that. That's hygiene, and I care about hygiene too. But you want someone who's pleasing to the eye because you're looking at them.
Yes, exactly. Especially when you're in bed.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what I meant. Exactly where I was going. No, I close my eyes in bed, actually. No,
what?
I don't.
Well,
wait.
It
depends what part we're at. You know what I mean?
Okay.
All right.
I got it.
Tell me that. Every time I do that at work, by the way.
That's my move.
Every time I do that at work, by the way, everybody's like, you look like Peter, or you sound like Peter. If I go.
Or you're hanging out too long with Peter.
Or I just wink and click my mouth.
Yeah, good. That's my move.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You gotta do the pistol whip too. Gotcha.
No, that's how I differentiate. That's how I can say, no, I'm not, because I don't do that.
You used to, though. You started hanging out with me too much, and you were like,
That's true.
And then everyone was all like, why are you imitating Peter? You hang out with Peter too much.
Yeah, that point of time. Remember when we were walking at the Grove?
Yes, I do.
We were walking at the Grove, and
a bunch of people came up.
Not a bunch of people. Let's.
Okay, 3 people came up. That's a bunch.
From
3
TMZ.
people's a bunch. I'm just letting. I don't know what would you consider a bunch?
I'm just saying it was 3 people, a bunch from TMZ who came up and thought.
Okay, I was going to get to TMZ, but I said bunch, and you said, "Oh, isn't it a bunch?" It was. How many people? It's
'Cause
three
what
people. 3 people to me is a bunch. A few is 2. One person is 1. A few is 2. A bunch is 3 or more.
No, a few is, no, okay, 2 is a couple. A few is 5.
A few is 5. No,
Yeah.
a few is 2.
No. No,
That's interesting.
this isn't true.
That's interesting.
A couple is 2. A few is like 5 or more.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so then what's 3 or 4?
Some people.
Don't get frustrated on me, please.
Some people. I'm just really confused.
No, I know you are. Jeez, let's end the confusion right now.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
God.
1 is 1,
Mhm.
a couple is 2, and few is 5 or more. So what's 3 and 4?
Some.
Some people.
Some people. Yeah.
Some people, plural.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. I don't think so. So anyway, so a bunch of people came up to us while we were at the Grove, and I happened to be carrying a Sephora bag, and I wish we could pull up the picture right now. In fact, I should do it. I happened to be
Yeah.
carrying a Sephora bag, and TMZ, which were the bunch of people, there were 3 of them, they came up and shot a picture of me. And they shot a picture of me with Catherine O'Malley over here. And they posted it. And under the caption, when they posted it, they were all like, "Oh, Peter walking through the Grove with his new girlfriend."
Yep.
It's all about perception.
It is all about perception. And they could have picked like a better picture. I'm sure they
Yeah.
took a
Oh,
couple.
yeah. No. So when
We
I was
looked
walking,
weird.
I looked like a hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, you did.
But I was ducking my head down because I saw them, and I was just kind of like,
But you were on a phone call as well. You had your earphones in because you're like, can I take this phone call? And you were like looking down and on the phone, and I'm looking around at God knows what.
yeah. You were like, no, you were like.
I was like, yeah, like my head was like looking up. Like maybe I saw like a bird or something, and like looking at the bird, and they took a picture and they posted it, and it's like there they are in all their glory. Yeah, and
Yes, Katie.
huh?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, it's just perception.
It's all about perception, and the thing is that that's interesting. Now, the thing is that with us, I don't know. We've always been really close.
Yeah.
But we've never
Dated.
thought about it.
Yeah,
I've
no.
never thought about it with you.
No, yeah, me neither. I think it was always like with you. It was just like we just got so close. Like,
Oh, this
right
person's
away.
cool. But the thing is that and this is something I was telling you earlier at the coffee shop.
Yeah.
When we were hanging out together.
As we do regularly,
Platonically.
platonically, and regularly.
What I was
What?
telling you was like I've had, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier. I've had a lot of people backstab me,
Yeah, and I told you I have the same.
and I don't want you to do that to me.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
especially
just
since we
decide-
have this baby that we're growing together.
Okay, let's not confuse people. We don't have a baby. The show, yeah. No,
The
but
show.
we've always from the start we've been close, and so
My whole thing was when you show that picture to some of the other workers at SUR, they're all like, "Why is Peter carrying a Sephora bag?"
yeah, that was the one question. No one even like wondered like because they all knew we weren't dating. People who knew us knew like it just like was all paparazzi and that we weren't dating, but. They did ask why you were carrying it, and it's because remember you texted Jesse, who was Jesse Montana did
Jesse
our
Montana,
opening.
shout out to Jesse Montana.
We have to because the opening song, "Drunk on You," is by Jesse Montana,
And we're going to be using that from now on, Jesse.
We are. Everybody loves it here. We love it. It sounds great, and he always. I mean, he's done a bunch of shows we've gone to. He performed it at Gay Pride.
Okay,
And
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and he's performed.
I remember
at
it. I remember hearing about it because I was at SUR.
At Suru. Yeah, we all hear about everything. He performed at Roosevelt. So what I was gonna say is he was the one you texted you because he has really good. What did he has really good.
Oh no,
advice
he
for
he
the
was all
face
like
cream.
Peter because I'm pretty metro when it comes to my hygiene, and
Yeah.
and he told me about this great facial milk. It's Dr. Jart, Jart.
That's right. Yeah.
I shouldn't be doing a shout out, but I am. So I use that with the pads every day, like every other day, or I have a lot of different stuff I put on my face. So,
And your hair.
And my hair, my hair product that I'm co-owner of, and
Yeah.
I'm a partner in, and I co-own.
Yeah.
And I'm about to do a commercial for.
I've
Actually.
been asking you forever if I can model. Can I be in the commercial?
Can you be in the commercial? Maybe.
I knew you were gonna
But it's all going to be me. It's about me, though. I mean, like, I'm the face of
you're
the
in
thing.
We had a whole idea, though. Remember, my hair was going to be all suds up, shooting
So
up.
why don't you rent the place, and I'll get the photographer, and there we go. And I'll
You
buy
want
a
me
bunch of
so
macaroons.
I need to rent. Yeah, yes, you said I'll buy the macaroons, and you
I'll rent
book the room at
I'll
Chateau.
No, why does it have to be Chateau? Why can't it be like a Motel 6?
Because I'm not going to sit in a bathtub at the Motel 6.
And I don't want my product to be associated with Motel 6. Sorry, Motel 6.
We know you're listening.
No, they're not. Hopefully.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good. Can we cut that out? Are we live?
Are we?
That's interesting.
Oh my god.
That's interesting.
Okay, wait.
That's going to be my catchphrase from now on, by the way. I mean, you're going to have to deal with that like every day. That's interesting.
I will deal with that every day.
That's interesting. Do we have any calls yet? That's interesting. Katie, do we have any calls yet? That's interesting.
Next
we don't.
week
okay.
we will.
That's interesting.
Next week we will.
Yeah, next week, after.
Oh, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
Okay, question number 3.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had the goat cheese balls at Sir?
Is the grass green? Is grass green?
Are you asking?
Is
me for
grass
real?
green?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, I have
You
had
have
the balls.
Had it? Are
I've
they
had the balls.
great? Because people on my tables always are like, before they say anything to me, they say goat cheese balls. We want the goat cheese balls because
Yeah, no, that's the most popular thing on the menu. But the thing is that everyone makes a joke about it. I mean, I literally had a table 2 days ago. There was all like, it was all girls too. And they were like, wait,
just
are
had
these
them.
actual goat balls?
Yeah, it's so funny, really. It's like
Like, it's
hilarious.
like everyone has to make a joke about it.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah,
all
yeah,
like, how
yeah.
many balls
Yeah.
are there on the plate? It's like, well, 3.
Three.
Was it the deformed or something?
Do they
was
need? Don't you only need 2?
Was the goat deformed?
I just like, yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh my gosh! And I think of Yelp, and I just smile and say, "There's-
no, actually, no.
absolutely."
I cannot help but like just kind of have fun with the whole thing at this point.
yeah."
And literally go in every day, and I'm just like, I'm having fun. You know what I mean?
It is a really fun place to work, and I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just because of like our friends who work there, the people who work there.
I don't like any of them.
Right?
Except for Katie.
Thank you.
All the rest of my coworkers, no.
You
It
don't
goes
like them.
for Lauren and Paulo
Oh
and
my gosh, Peter!
Chad. Wait, Chad doesn't work there anymore. And Tara, especially Tara. Can't stand Tara.
Love Tara.
Ugh.
You love Tara.
Ugh.
She's the best.
Okay. And Christina Kelly. Ugh.
She's awesome.
I
We
use
will
all of
see
her.
her later.
I use all of her lipstick.
I
Products.
have it in my purse right now. I do.
I use
Heartspring.
it. Heartspring.
But she'll be on to talk more about that. Because
Hopefully she is.
she will be. I mean, I'm sure majority of people already know about it because it's really taken off. But that's what I like too about Sir. I think that's what's really cool. It's like we got Jesse, we got Christina, we got people who are, and you, and of course, like doing just like so many different things, like just like doing what they're passionate about, like, and just taking off.
Yeah.
Starting their own thing, performing, making, their own company, that kind of thing. And it's like, it's inspiring and it's cool because it is a really fun place to work. And it's just, we always have something to talk about, I feel like.
Yes, we do.
Or something to
We come
put
into
in our
work-
hair or put on our lips,
Well, yeah, no, I've been part of the I've been part of My Hero for about, I'm going to say 2 years now, and
Yeah.
I finally found a way to take it to the next level. But yes, all of us, everybody at Sir has always something else going on, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of it's actually very inspiring to see that, because like
Yeah.
I like to hear about like Christina's lip product or Sammy's lip product.
Yeah, her,
Or-
her line too. Yeah.
It was a joke that didn't land. But my point is that everyone always has something else going on. I like hearing about Jesse's music or Lala's music.
Oh, yeah,
Lala
Lala.
actually really does really well. Actually,
Yeah, she does.
her music is off the hook.
She does really well. Lala's awesome.
Yes, she is.
I remember when she first started, and then I trained her, and then she's like one of the best.
Well, she's
people.
kind of like taking off on her own in her
She's
own
definitely
way.
taken off, but no, I was gonna say she's like one of the best people I know for sure, hands down.
I thought I was.
I said one of.
One of.
So you
Okay,
can
all
all
right.
be one of.
I thought you said, oh, she's like the best person I've ever met.
No.
I was all like,
One of the best people, for sure.
excuse me?
She just has she's a huge heart, and just, she's very genuine, and I like that. I like people who are genuine.
That's true, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. But, no, and that's, and then we're all just there, and, yeah, the night goes by pretty quickly, usually. It goes by really
the night goes by pretty quickly because we all know. See, here's my whole thing with, this is a little bit of an inside scoop with Sir.
Yeah.
Years ago, we had certain people there that were not conducive to a work environment. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to name names, but they're all gone now. Mm-hmm. And the thing I was telling them, was it Joseph or Josh? I can't remember. It was a J name. So it was probably Joseph or Josh. But I was telling one of those two.
I don't know either of those people.
Yeah. I know you don't know any of those people.
Okay.
But I was telling them, I was all like, this place, if you were to be here a couple of years ago, there were some people here, and actually they know who I'm talking about. Uh-huh. But it was very, very choppy. Certain people didn't like taking order. They didn't just do. A lot of people didn't like doing their job. And it's all about doing your job. And the thing is that with the place now, it is such a well-oiled machine that anybody can take 10 tables and they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because people there know exactly what they're doing now.
And we help each other too.
There's no drama. And we have each other's back. There's no drama. And there's one last person that actually was there that was causing just a little bit of a riff. I'm not going to say his name, but he's gone now too. And you know who I'm talking about.
I do. I would say, I'm going to stop you though and say, I think there is definitely drama, but I know what you mean. I think at the root of it, we all are there and it's a family.
But here's the thing. There is drama, but the drama is not about it's not about work. It's not work. Yeah. Okay. It's not like if I'm telling someone, oh, you got to take that table right now.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to. No, you got to. I'm sorry, that's your job. Like, take that table because I got to help out over here. You know, like it's called mixing up the work. You know what I mean? If I'm having to help out you, let's say in the main room, because that happens
always.
And I can't help out anybody in the pink room, for instance. They got to pick up the slack and take extra tables. That's just the way it goes.
Or another server will catch on and help them.
Exactly. But my point is that we used to have people there that didn't like doing that. They were like, no, I'm in my own section. It's all like, yeah, but we're understaffed tonight. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to do extra.
I see.
And those people are gone.
I see.
And it's it's so much more of a streamlined, well-oiled machine now.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean?
I do. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess starting there, it was already pretty well oiled when I got there. Which is what I mean. Is I don't know.
Well, no, there was still about 2 people there when you got there. There were still
Oh, that's true. I even forgot about them. They cause rifts.
Yeah, they cause rifts.
But they get out. I mean, they don't last. I mean,
eventually they don't last. But the thing is that they stayed there for a while. Mm-hmm. I had to deal with them. I remember emailing our boss and just telling her about last night. So-and-so did this and this. Mm-hmm. I mean, you had one of them, and this is a true story. You know your little Sir dresses? Yeah. Well, the Seahawks were in the playoffs. You know, I love the Seahawks. Mm-hmm. They're great. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not my favorite football team, but I love the Seahawks. Favorite. That's the only sport I watch, by the way. That's the NFL. I don't even watch college football.
I know. I am aware of that. Yeah, you do watch college football.
I don't watch college football. The only team that I'll watch is USC. That's it, because I went to USC.
Right.
But anyway.
I thought you watched more.
No, I only watch pro football. That's all I watch.
You didn't see then the Chargers play the Denver last night?
I did see that. I was off last night.
Okay, can I just say how messed up that was, the call when he said he called timeout after they after the player kicked? Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
That's messed up, isn't it?
So continue. That's messed up, yes.
And then he kicks again, and of course the pressure gets to him or whatever, or they block it and mess it up.
Oh, yeah, no.
I will never, I don't like Denver.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I hate Denver too. I'm a Raider fan. But the point is, going back to the Chargers, you don't let the interior linemen get if you're an offensive lineman, that's a disgrace. They just broke through that line and blocked the kick. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if there was a mistake or not a mistake, or it doesn't matter. You don't block a kick like that. If a field goal gets blocked, it's usually from the outside, or someone jumping over the line, not a bunch of like 300-pound linemen breaking through like gangbusters and blocking the kick. That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, it really upset me.
Anyway, back to the story.
Yeah, back to your story.
So I'm there, right? And the Seahawks are in the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
And this girl, she doesn't work there anymore. She shows up with she took a Seahawks shirt
And put it over the
cut
dress.
it. No.
Oh.
No.
Sorry.
It's better than that.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of tacky, but this is tackier.
Let me hear.
Okay. So she takes a Seahawks shirt, right? Like an extra large, not a large Seahawks shirt, because she was very small.
Yeah.
She's smarter than you, actually. And
Just kidding. Okay, I believe you.
and cuts out the front, with the bird.
Yeah.
And she wears it like a cape with brooches on her shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Like brooches.
As you do.
Like as you do.
Right.
With the those, and they weren't even just like brooches. I mean, they were like those big gaudy, like they look like flower crystal brooch, like just big on your like shoulder pad brooches.
So you're saying it was like noticeable.
It was beyond noticeable. She was wearing it like a cape.
And then what happened?
I told her to take it off.
And what'd she say?
No.
What'd you say?
Go home.
What'd she say?
She's like, no. I'm like,
What'd you say? How did this end? Like, that's ridiculous.
she ended by taking it off, because I was all like, you can stay in and you can work all you want if that's the case, but I'm clocking you out and you're not getting tips. You got to take that off.
So she took it off.
Yeah, she took it off.
It's
Because
just
I
a
have the
small
power to clock someone out.
Well,
and then
yeah.
I have the power to
Clock someone in.
clock someone in. And I
Yeah.
also have the power to not write their tips in. I mean, write them in with tips. And I also have the power to email someone, and I have the power to like tell someone to leave.
I'm just that's so weird.
Yeah, no, but it happened.
Yeah.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I
When
mean,
did this happen?
And this girl, she used to walk into doors and always get injured, and she had like always broken something. Something was always wrong with her.
When was this though?
This was 2013 when the
okay.
Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
That ages me, by the way.
Does
I am
age
so
you.
old, and I've been at surf for so long. It's great.
Okay, most people listening have been born in 2013, unless, you're 4.
They were born in 2000. Yes, they're 4 now. Most people listening are 4 now.
I'm saying they're older than 4, so we all know what you're talking about. I remember when that happened. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, she was all like, "Oh, the Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win." I was like, "Yeah, I know, and that's great." And Peyton Manning, is not going to do anything. But take the cape off, because the cape is awful and it's tacky, and you're not Superman. And she was wearing it like she was Superman. I mean, legitimately walking around, parading it around. It was like,
I've never seen anything like that before. Like, we all seem pretty, like we all like the dresses. And I know I walked into another restaurant.
she used to
out.
accessorize like crazy.
Okay, so she's eccentric. That's okay. I get
Beyond.
it. But like, I feel like what?
I saw her. We were like at the Vander Dogs last year.
Woo!
Yeah. The party. It was the gala, the Vander Dogs gala.
Yeah, I remember.
Gala. Anyway, so
Gala.
Jeez.
And what happened?
And I see her outside, and I'm like, this certain person, and I'm just like, oh no, don't look at me, don't even look this way. And she didn't notice me. And I was all like, because I can't. Like there were a few people. The people that are working there now are people that I get along with. And there's certain people that I did not get along with while they were there.
Going back to the Sir dress, it's just like, I was just thinking about it, like you were talking about it, so I was thinking about it. It's so funny. Do you think that, I've been told, it looks like we're wearing an over large t-shirt. You've never said that to me, but like so many people say that to me.
You know what's funny? Inside story, for anybody out there that's interested in Vanderpump Rules.
I want to hear.
Sheena tailored hers to her body.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Sheena, she took the dress and she tailored it to herself.
That's why it looks so good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, Sheena looks good, but...
I mean, she always looks good, but what I mean is no, it looks...
In the dress,
the dress, it's
looks, yeah.
Did she really?
She tailored it, yes.
That's so smart, because sometimes it's it kind of does, I mean, it's so comfortable, but everybody has different body types, of course.
You should tailor it.
I'm going to tailor mine.
Tailor it. You have 2, right? You have 2?
Oh, God, 15.
Okay, well, tailor like 2
I'll tailor 2
or
of them.
3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just get them tailored. And that's the secret to Sheena. Like you're probably like, oh, how does Sheena get to look so good in her dress? She tailored it.
I see.
She tailored
That's
it.
so smart. Yeah. I mean, we have tricks we do for like our Saturday night dress. You know, we have to wear the I forget the name of the thing.
Saint-Tropez?
There we go. That dress. It's like a scarf.
It is a scarf.
It's a scarf.
It's a great looking scarf.
But it's a great looking scarf, but we all kind of like, tuck it different ways. Like the whole night I'm messing with that dress to try to tuck it because it can't be too long. It has to be up, but you can't you don't want to be out there like serving tables, showing too much stuff. But like I get so
That's
many,
interesting.
I get so many compliments on that dress. Like everybody is just like says like that dress, like I want to get that dress. And I feel fine going out most of the time after it if I don't have any, anything
In the
else.
Saint-Tropez?
Yeah, I'll go out in it, like whatever.
It's
and
fine.
Hyde, no one can see you anyways. It's dark.
Or
On
the
the
Abbey.
2 times I've been to Hyde.
Or,
I don't like the
Or
Abbey.
Sir Lounge.
I don't like
We
the
go out
Abbey.
to Sir Lounge
We do
afterwards.
go out. We just go next door to Sir Lounge. Remember, I was having like a really rough night, and then I was like, Peter, please go out with me. Please go out with me. And you were like, I can't. I'm working. You were working in the lounge, and that means you work till 2. And you're like, but just come to the lounge and hang out with me. And I went to Sir Lounge.
Yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
asked. They're like, you didn't go out last night, did you? I said, yeah, I did.
I went to
Sir
next
Lounge.
door.
I mean, yeah, sometimes I look around and it's like, I wish we weren't all working. I wish we were just here having, like, not working, but, like, actually enjoing the great service.
For the
that we get.
longest time, I wanted to have a sleepover at Sir.
Oh, God. Whatever gave you that idea?
I don't
What do you
know.
mean a sleepover?
Sleepover at Sir.
Why don't you just go to a house and have invite everybody from Sir
I know, right?
and have a sleepover, which happens anyways.
I know, right? It happened. Wait, weren't you with Lauren and Tara and Katie? Wait, you're Katie.
When? What? When?
No, when you got the dog.
Was I with them?
Yeah, you had a
yeah.
sleepover.
We did. Well, I didn't sleep over, but we
was
were
it
there.
Before or after that? Or I
It was
can't remember.
Yeah. I had the dog, and I brought them over because everybody wanted to meet. He had to meet his aunts and his uncles, and so
I have yet to meet my nephew.
you did meet your nephew.
No, I didn't.
For a second, you met him, and you said to me,
What's
you
his,
said,
I don't even know his name.
Okay, his name is Teddy.
Teddy.
Theodore is his full name.
Theodore.
And he's adopted from Vanderpump Dogs.
Because I call you Catherine all the time, I'm going to call him Theodore from now on.
Do you remember when I brought him into Sir and you said, hey, Katie, how do I get one so that I can pick up chicks? And you started laughing hysterically, and you didn't even pet my dog because you were laughing and drinking wine or something. And Christina Kelly
I was not drinking wine, but I remember that.
Christina Kelly is right. I have her to thank for getting me Teddy and for finding him. And she went with us, and we invited you to
I know
get
you
a
did.
dog.
I know you did.
Are you going to get a dog ever?
I had a dog.
I
She died.
Yeah, okay. Well, I had a dog too, and she died as well.
It was so traumatic that I don't think I want to do another dog.
So that's a no. They're great chick
I'm
magnets.
going to do one eventually.
So many chicks come up to me to pet Teddy. I'm just saying.
Oh,
So you could get one too.
that's interesting.
Have you ever been to Vanderpump Dogs though?
That's interesting. Yes, of course I've been to Vanderpump Dogs.
It's
I live right
great.
next door. Ken was like getting on my case. He was all like, "Oh, Peter, when
Yeah.
are you going to come and work at?" I'm like, just like, maybe I'll come in. I don't know. Like, I don't even know who to talk. I don't even know where to go. You know what I mean for that. But I'll figure it out.
What do you
Maybe I
mean?
will.
Where to
Yeah.
go? You don't know how to get there?
Yeah.
No. It's like, yeah, it's on 3rd.
Yes, I know it's on 3rd. I live right next door. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay, got you.
Don't let anybody know that I know how to get there.
Oh, we have 6 minutes left. Wow.
That's interesting.
All right. Say that one
Catherine,
more
do we
time.
have? This is going to be. You're going to have to get used to this. To me saying that's interesting. Every show.
Trust me, I'm so used to it.
Oh, I hope so. Especially
What
when
did
we
you
have, especially when we have guests on in the future. In the future, I'm going to be saying that's interesting every time because Alec Baldwin is my muse. No, inspiration. No, idol. No, what is he? I don't know what Alec Baldwin is to me. That's interesting. Actually, to tell you the truth, he's not even my inspiration. It's more just that segment.
He's your bud. He's like the butt of your joke.
Not really. No.
What are you talking about?
I just like the that's interesting part, and that's it. Like I don't even know anything else about. Oh! I liked him in The Edge.
What about 30 Rock?
I couldn't stand that show.
I like that show.
Really?
I thought it was funny. Yeah.
All right.
I thought it was very funny.
I mean, I thought the first couple seasons were funny.
Yeah.
And then I just like, I think it just got ridiculous.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
That's just me though.
I
I like more hard-hitting stuff, like The Edge with Alec Baldwin and Anthony Hopkins. That was such a good movie. 1997. Yeah.
That's the thing about you. Like, we'll talk more about you. Like, you're really like, you know, like every movie.
Oh, I know.
And
And
you know
like,
every whoever won the Academy Award of like. Every
oh yeah,
year.
no, I'm a big movie. I'm a cinemaphile, as they say. In that movie, he does like it's his line, and you've heard me say this before.
Mm-hmm.
I like my coffee like I like my women, bitter and murky. You've heard me say that before.
Yeah, I have, because I always think you mean something else, and yeah.
Yeah. How do you like your coffee? I like my coffee like I like my women, bitter and murky.
Who likes murky coffee? What does that even mean?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
Oh my gosh.
I like murky coffee.
Murky.
No, I take my coffee black. That's the way I drink it. I can't do any. I don't like sugar in it. I don't like milk.
Yeah, but yes, you do though, because I've ordered you coffee before. You're like, get me what you're getting, and I got you it, and you're like, this is amazing.
Almond milk.
Sugar-free vanilla latte, iced venti sugar-free vanilla latte with almond milk.
Almond milk. No, that's the thing. And do I get that on the reg? Absolutely not.
No, because it's a special occasion. Do you like pumpkin, by the way?
Love it.
Because it's pumpkin season
Peter
now.
Pumpkin Eater over here.
And I want to say, is it just me, Peter Pumpkin? Is it just me, or has pumpkin season come earlier than this? I feel like last year.
No.
It was
It's
October
always
at
September.
least.
Always September.
I feel like they just push it up.
Always September.
Next year is going to be like June, and I don't like pumpkin.
No, it's not gonna be June. It's gonna be September, and you love pumpkin.
I like pumpkin pie. That's it. I don't like the whole Starbucks stuff.
Oh, pumpkin pie.
I thought you liked carrot cake best.
I love carrot cake
Yeah.
best. Carrot cake, I always have it on my birthday.
Yeah, my dad does the same thing. We have to get him carrot cake.
Yeah.
I only have
The girl that I'm seeing right now, carrot cake too. Always on her birthday. It's weird.
That's so weird.
I know.
I wonder if Josh likes. No, Josh doesn't like sweets.
Of course he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's not a sweet person.
He's very sweet. He just doesn't eat sweets.
He's not a sweet person. That's interesting.
Carrot cake is good. We went to Pump. I remember when we shared a carrot cake.
Yes, we did.
That was really good.
Uh-huh.
That was really, really good.
I know.
We always share cobblers too, and everything.
I think that this conversation has gotten off track as far as LA goes.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes left.
Because that's
though.
interesting. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for this. I think that
This has been an interesting venture with you, and I'm like, I wouldn't have thought of it any other way. And like, I think this is going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we have a really great team here. We got a lot of support, and like, yeah, I couldn't and wouldn't do it with anybody else but you.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we have a great rapport.
Something like to that nature. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, but I just think once you said, you're like, oh, I'm thinking about doing a podcast, everybody's asking me. I was like, well, I'm going to ask. I'm going to throw my name in the hat.
A few people asked me to do it, and I was all like, sure. Remember I told you about that girl that I randomly went out with one time, and
oh yeah, who was going to do it? Yeah.
She was all like, yeah, I'm doing a podcast and I want you to join me. I'm like,
I don't know.
Cool. And then I mentioned it to you, and you're like, why don't you just do it with me? I was like, okay.
Because we talk so much. We talk on the phone. We talk when we get caught. Like we talk.
So why don't we just talk on air? Exactly.
And with that note, we hit our time, but we'll be back.
We'll be back next week, y'all.
Yeah.
Same PB&K. Catch us on the flip side.
Have a good night.
You're listening to PB&K with your hosts, Peter and Katie, only on LA Talk Radio.